Welcome to this video where we will be learning about the legendary Saiva Saint Thiru Navukkarasar. He hailed from the town of Thiruvamur, which was part of Thirumurai Nadu in present-day Tamil Nadu. Present-day Thiruvamur can be found approximately 9 kilometers west of the town of Pandrutti and a few kilometers south of the Thenpannai river. Thiru Navukkarasar lived during the 7th century in the Common Era. He attained mukti, which is liberation from this material world, at the age of 81. He has composed and sung thousands of devotional songs known as Thavaram and is the author of the 4th, 5th and 6th Thirumurais. Even if we do not have a sizable portion of his magnificent works with us today, thanks to the amazing conservation efforts of many great people over the centuries, we have access to 3066 of his Thavarams in today's world. While singing this incredible amount, he travelled around by foot and visited many Sivastalams, which are Lord Shiva temples. Such was his love for the all-loving Lord's shrines that he has visited, meditated upon and sung about 191 Shiva temples. His legendary status is immortalized in Tamil Saiva culture, as he is included in the 4 Samaya Kuravars, and he was also the contemporary of many other legendary saints, some of whom we will also learn about later. His annual Guru Pusai, the day when he attained mukti, is celebrated on the Sadayam Natchatram of the Tamil month of Chitrai, which is usually from mid-April to mid-May. Such is the greatness of Thiru Navukkarasar and his service to mankind that the great circular Swamigal of the 12th century in the Common Era has dedicated 429 songs to Thiru Navukkarasar in his magnificent Periya Puranam composition. Now we know some of the details about Thiru Navukkarasar, let's learn a bit more about his story. Thiru Navukkarasar directly translates to the King of the Tongue, and was in fact the name given to him by the Lord himself, who was so pleased with Thiru Navukkarasar's selfless devotion. Born into a Saivite family who are hard-working farmers, Thiru Navukkarasar was born as a son to Pulavar and his wife Madiniyar, and had an elder sister called Thilagavathiyar. His birth name was Marulnikiyar, which means the remover of illusions. With the river Thenpannai flowing through it, the location where Marulnikiyar grew up in was the fertile land of Thirumurai Nadu, in a town with the name of Thiruvamur. In this area, tall and decorated buildings coexisted alongside Mother Nature's beauty. This great location was the home to great people. The night sky, lit well by the moon, would highlight the lofty rooftops. Areca palm trees grew in clusters, dotting around the landscape, where hills merged into vast expanses of sugarcane plants and bamboo. Lush green paddy fields were well looked after by farmers who truly embraced nature's helping hand. Wildlife lived happily, surrounded by flourishing flora. Growing up, Marulnikiyar attended many spiritual festivals and started learning the arts. Just like the rest of his family, he too was a very ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. When his responsible and dedicated sister Thilakavathiyar reached the age of 12, she had received a marriage proposal from the colonel of the king at the time, which was accepted by Thilagavathiyar's and Marulnikiyar's parents. The groom-to-be was Kalipahayar, and he too was a great devotee of the Lord. During those times, most marriages took place when people were very young. However, very soon after this, the unthinkable happened. Kalipahayar was the colonel of the king after all, and when the kingdom was engaged in warfare, he was called upon before any wedding arrangements could take place. During this period of time, Marunikiyar's and Thilagavathiyar's father, Pulavar, became ill and passed away. Soon after, their mother and Pulavar's wife, Madiniyar, also passed away. The grief-stricken brother and sister, Marunikiyar and Thilagavathiyar, were in a state of shock and despair. Their relatives tried to console them, but things did not get any better. They soon received a message from the kingdom's army that Kalipayar, Thilagavathiyar's would-be husband, had become a martyr, as he was killed on the battlefield. Thilagavathiyar, who was a very responsible and pious daughter, had accepted Kalipayar as her husband immediately after her parents had confirmed the alliance. Thus, despite no wedding taking place, Thilagavathiyar felt like she had lost her partner and felt no desire to live in the world anymore. Marunikiyar understood his sister's inner thoughts and immediately fell to her feet and pleaded with her to stay with him. He honestly told her that the only reason he was alive at that moment in time was because he had her as an elder sister. He continued and shared with her that if she intended to die too, it would be better if he died first. Thilagavathiyar realized that she was the only one left in their family who was responsible enough to look after her younger brother. The legendary Thilagavathiyar thus sacrificed the rest of her childhood and adult life to look after her younger brother and allow him to grow and become a responsible man under her guidance. The brother and sister, who were left in a dark and gloomy place all on their own, came out of it by carrying on with their lives, while living a life of service to others. All this while still being so young. The great circular Swamigal described these wonderfully selfless actions of the legendary Thilagavathiyar in the 34th Periya Puranam, dedicated to Thiru Navukkarasar's life story.
Thampiyaar Ularaaga வேண்டுமென வைத்ததையா உம்பருலகன் அணைய ஒரு நிலை விளக்கம் உயிர் தாங்கி அம்பொள் மணி நூல் தாங்காது அனைத்துயிர்க்கும் அருள் தாங்கி இன்பர்வனை தவம் புரிந்து திலகவதியார் இருந்தார்.